大家好，我是 Wel， 我们继续玩我们的 NG Lex Go。歪塞，我们球员有 Ball、Booker、Middleton、Lopez、歪塞 Eagles 好，我没在用它。Reed， Robinson， 还有这个怪人，他才13岁的怪人。
The Pacers look to take charge. We're going to bring it to you here from Indianapolis, Indiana. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. Looking at the Lakers, they took the win in their last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. It was just a textbook performance. That game was all theirs. Once they got it going, it was full speed ahead.
They just looked stable, pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for the Lakers right now, the chosen one out there with Devin Booker. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's Whiteside, and it's Lopez in at the power forward. And for the Lakers, hugely profitable. And they're always going to be willing to spend big on stars. But with the new luxury taxes, it's harder to outspend other teams.
And meanwhile, they've cut corners in other areas too, guys. I mean, prior to the short season in 2011, they laid off scouts, video coordinators, coaches, front office, and training staff. And that's where other teams are investing. Looking for an advantage now as the Lakers pull back a little bit. Other teams looking to infuse more capital into their organization.
So it's the Lakers now. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Middleton outside. No good on the triple. Pacers have gone 0. From the field to start the game. Oladipo, the pass to Collison, and the chosen one gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's 2 fouls for him very early in this ball game.
我发现我忘了改标题，哎，每次都这样。Sorry。等我一下。OK， 抱歉，每次都还是会忘记。
He'll probably have to spend some time on the bench before halftime.
And the foul called on his right side. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
这太夸张了吧？
I think you got it right.
裁判你也太黑哨了吧
moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
谁啊？
6 on the shot clock. No one near Turner as he lets it go.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first man.
They get it back. Hits it down to Middleton for 3. Craps in the frame.
Yes.
Middleton's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Boy, I like seeing Middleton stroke it from downtown. That release of his, pure as white-driven snow.
And it's set back by Turner.
多人。
And they're running. Here's Young. It's good. He drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the
写个
line.
惨字啊！
Play chance here. And at 6'7", 6'8", Thaddeus Young, definitely more a small ball power forward, but that seems to be the way the league is going these days.
Yeah, it is, and in spite of his ability to fit into that small ball mantra, he can get overpowered inside by the bigger forwards. He's quick off the dribble, an excellent left-handed
哎，
slasher.
要3秒啦！
Is
战术
capable
都
of
跑不
putting
出
big
来。
numbers on the board when he gets it going.
Now here's Lopez. He picked up 15 points in their last game against Oklahoma City. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Mm. 完了，我的皮肤真的是吵到不行。 Cool.
The Pacers have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Pass to Collison. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Young, and it's all evened up. Young's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, ideally, you'd like Young to be playing closer to the basket, but I tell you what, if he's going to make that shot, you'll gladly take it.
Lopez a screen, and here's Booker from the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Booker's got 5 points so far.
Well, it wasn't a textbook pick, but he still managed to score. Good concentration on the finish.
There's a good screen. And for 3, Collison. The Lakers with the rebound. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year.
An East-West showdown. Only one of 2 games between these squads.
And because of that, the time is now to seize control of the matchup. We'll see who strikes first.
Let's send it over to Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Nate McMillan.
差点就漏了，大哥，防守。
He said for them to be successful, they have to act like, and I quote, a swarm of angry bees, unquote, every time the ball goes into the post. If they don't, he thinks they're going to be in for a long night. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Los Angeles leading by 5, and Booker kicks to Middleton. The pass to Ball. Whiteside, a screen on Collison. To the middle. And the jam by Whiteside.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Cannot be happy with how things have gone during this run. I think it's a good decision to take a
2 分
break.
钟就好
I
换
agree
人
with you,
了
Greg. I mean, he
没
had to
体
do
力了。
something. They're getting buffaloed and beat up. He couldn't let that continue. He had to call the timeout there.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Stevenson. Foul call that time in the layup. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. The Pacers last season improved their offense and keeping their defense fit.
And you know, Kevin, it was interesting.
Number
Because
2
of the change in style, there was an expectation that the Pacers would make a bigger jump in the offensive numbers, and didn't quite happen that way. The defense stayed about the same, and the offense didn't make as big a jump as was anticipated.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Launches a 3, and again it's the Lakers from deep.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
How do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss.
From 12 feet out,
满出我的，
basket good.
有没有这么准啊？都不给人玩啊？
A minute 20 left in the first quarter of the game. Robinson against Terry. They set the pick.
跑啊跑啊跑啊！
Reed a screen. Here's Ingles.
Wow.
No good from outside.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
How about the vision of Ellis? Nice job
糟
finding
糕的
guys
防
in
守
their
转换
spot.。
Lakers leading by 4.
这个战术其实我不是很喜欢。
There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Ingles. Here's Reed.
And one.
Kicks it out to Terry. Cranes the three-pointer.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And Clark, I felt like that was a one-time mistake. They gotta know to pay more attention to him than that.
Ellis kicks to
on,
Jefferson. Releases from 15.
哎，不要这么强。
He's made one and missed one. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 on their three-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside.
哇塞！
Here in the first quarter, Pacers trail by 7. Down low, intercepted. Terry the pass to Greg. Zubac takes a three. That shot.
怎么就差这么一些呢？
Can't talk to Monte Ellis. He's.
I think I had that all my life. I always.
And that kind of relentless determination is something Monte is known for. And one of the reasons he's been around for a decade in the NBA as a consistently good player.
来来来，哎，
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Lakers.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good
救
start.
命啊！
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight too. I mean, a decent
篮
number
板
of
是我的
assists so，
耶
far.
嘿，
Taking a look at Los Angeles.
没有篮
Brook
板，
Lopez is out there with Whiteside. Then it's the
没抄到。
chosen one. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Middleton in at the 3. And it's set back by Lopez.
Lopez showing off the length there to
我
get
可
to
是暴
that
哥
shot.
哎！啊，完了
Just a solid
没有，
performance
我
on the
早就知道
interior.
我会进，那我怎么会出手
Rebounding
呢
has？been off the
合情
chart.
合理嘛。
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing
他可能
up,
是个烂回榜。
shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's the chosen one after Al Jefferson's score. Takes it down to Middleton. Lopez passes the ball.
哎我
And you can
，yes，
count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
等你很久了。
Leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page,
67的
completely
罚
in
球
sync,
啊，
tremendous communication and
有
awareness.
点惨。
Looking at who's out there now for the
Sorry.
Pacers. T's checked in for Miles Turner. Young comes in for C.J. Miles. Oladipo, he's checked in for Lance Stevenson.
get on
And
my
it's
way,
Collison in
man.
for Monte Ellis. Here's the chosen one. He's covered by Collison.
篮板是我的
Offensive rebound. Whiteside,
耶！
good. Whiteside's
没
got
有
6.
对手
And
啊，
look
已
at
经
it,
没
a
人扛了啊，
significant
大哥
portion
啊，
of
加油
their
啊！
offense coming on those second chance opportunities.
Yeah, they've played with more hunger. Very impressive with the effort they put on the glass. I like that tenacity.
Timeout called. The Pacers outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Probably their poorest defensive effort all season long. I mean, at home, that kind of D is not going to cut it. Never mind when you're on the road.
Hey, I don't know, guys. This may be all speculation. Perhaps they had a bad flight into town.
这里，哎
And
，come
we all
on
know
man，
a rough flight in can lead to
哎呀
turbulence on the court.
被晃过去了，可恶！
He has 6.
我的超级追魂锅失败。
And laid it in. Great play.
Here's the chosen one. 5 points in the game.
快，哎，要3秒了，快快快！
Middleton outside. Lets it go from deep. That one, no good.
突然抓不到
And
他
it's
的
the Pacers taking it the other way.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off
Yeah.
stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Ball, the pass to Lopez.
不要不要，太硬太硬！出来接
Pass
个
to
球
Middleton.
啊！
Back to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
And the Pacers going with the smaller lineup too, but
如同虚
they
设的防
remain
守，
an elite team defensively. Guys, how have they
漏
done?
人了
Well,，not so
我
much
的
about their shot blocking or rim protecting as it was in the past.
完了 N1 啊，还好，算是人还挺不错的。
Ironically, despite all the pressure they apply, they do a good job of keeping the ball in front most times.
And both free throws good for Jefferson. Los Angeles leading by 13. Here's the chosen one. Lopez a screen for 3. Booker and the rebound goes to Collison.
裁判撞了。
He feeds it to Young.
篮板。
Indiana again missing.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor.
I believe I can fly. 哎，怎么球还在啊？不是吧？一来我禁区闹，哎，也不看看前面有谁。
Young with the ball. Now guarded by Middleton. 5 to shoot.
有小歪哎，完了漏了。啊，没人手啊！哎，
Lakers have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Booker in the corner.
篮板是我的。
Again, the miss by Booker.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed.
下有我。
Young's shot is off. Lakers leading by 13. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, in the era of 3 and D and 4 out and 1 in, some say the post-up is a lost art.
Go.
That makes Al Jefferson a throwback play. He said it happened right in front of my eyes. When I came into the league, it was still a big man's game. Everything changed around me. I've always been a back-to-the-basket, post-move player. Stuck to what I do best, guys.
Yeah, and I hope he never changes. Thanks, D.A. Timeout called the Pacers.
And you know, last season was the worst in Lakers franchise history. Just 17 wins. They suffered a 48-point loss to the Utah Jazz, tying the worst margin of defeat in franchise history. It's been a trying time in the team's history these last couple of seasons.
Stevenson outside. He dishes it to Turner.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Gregory, the pass to Terry. Passes it to Gregory. Puts up a 3. That shot missing.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that offense.
And you talk about the Lakers' history, incredible success up to 2010. In the 62 years of the team's existence, they'd played in half of the NBA Finals.
Remarkable when you look at that record. 31 Finals appearances in 62 seasons. This team right now, though, extremely far away from that championship.
I got you, man.
Shot and game clock separated by 5.
Oh my goodness!
With the triple.
哎，我真的是大名人堂啊！不要骗人，不要说我骗人啊！看见了啊
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively.
你会投篮吗？不会吧
Individual play at the other end.
And there's the feed to Stevenson.
6秒。
Dishes it to Turner. It's the
Got you, man.
So as we can.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome, everyone. It's the Lakers out on top at halftime. They are in control of this game, up by 18. Starting with Kenny, your take.
They're just pulling down rebounds at will. Their aggressiveness has been dynamite. Flying in from
that.
Downtown Indianapolis glowing in the distance as we welcome you back to the action here at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter.
王霸之气，球就掉了。
Like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
王霸之气。
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys.
你
He's
敢跟我
capable
抢瞎，
of
我就叫
doing
我
that
爸
on a
出来。
consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
They've got T. Collison is out there with Victor Oladipo. Then it's Young, and it's Turner in at the pivot, manning the middle. That's the Pacers' foul. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
Now here's Collison.
我要被过了，我要被过了。还好，慢得好。哎，我还是被过了，救命！
And he hits the bucket. Collison's got his second basket of the night.
And that's a killer crossover. The defender got totally shook up by that move.
Kicks it out to Booker.
空手切一个吧。
And here's Whiteside. He's got 8. For 3, Middleton.
啊，完了，我的 Middleton 换不会进，
And Victor
抓不到
Oladipo, the。second overall pick out of Indiana in
干嘛？
2013. Tremendous athlete, extremely hard-working and aggressive. Loved covering him as I did when he was in
我
college
皮
in
肤太
Indiana.
吵了。
He hasn't dominated, but he's making steady progress and is really a nice young player.
Here's the chosen one. Thaddeus Young picking up that last
这
basket.
是我的 PS4。哎呦，为什么你跑那边？
Here's the chosen one. 7 points in the game. And Booker kicks to Lopez. That one doesn't go. And Indiana will come the other way. And the pass to T. Back to Collison. Pass to T. Some nice passing here by Indiana.
没人抢板。
Shots good by Turner.
And still perfect
打得
in
不
the
太
second
好
half.
哎。
4 straight makes.
今天打 S1。
Whiteside a screen on Collison. Oh, Whiteside in position. Throws
简
down the
单
alley-oop
轻
slam.
松。
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Start it.
And, you know, for the Pacers, an interesting history. They've assembled 2 elite squads that both kind of self-destructed in 2004 and 2014. This franchise hoping they can finally build a roster to break through and win it all.
Al Jefferson's checked in for Indiana. Now here's Jefferson. He's got 8.
马上不要乱扒了。
Moving it around.
火锅是魔鬼。
Coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Here's the chosen one.
Go, go,
They
go,
lead
go,
by
go.
14. Middleton on the wing. Whiteside sets the pick for Middleton.
哎，我按错了，3秒了。哎呀，好险，超级炸弹。
Middleton's got 5.
哎，该 Lopez 有个很
And
好
those
空档，
great
可我
teams of the
按
Pacers
错人。
past. Malice in the Palace, trailing them in 2004. That brawl leading to suspensions and distractions.
哎，打人啊！裁判打人啊！打人啊！
Secured the number 1 seed in the
肘
East,
子都出来
stumbled
了。
down the stretch amidst finger pointing and accusations. The Pacers dismantling that
听说你
core
外线
and
不错，给
restarting
你
with
个
a new
表现机
identity.
会。
We'll see if they can get back into that title contender conversation once again.
哎我。
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
The up fake from Lopez working to perfection.
Spencer Hawes is checked in for Whiteside. Lakers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
A year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. CJ Myers, he's checked in for Miles.
不是吧？我真的没，我真的没看到下场啊！哎，裁判这个太过分了吧！我的 Y 赛哎！不玩了，不玩了，不玩了，还可以这样杀人呢！
And it's going to be a 3-second call. Now a chance to break down on the starters and reserves.
And
you know what? Their reserves have played better than their starters. And that's a backhanded compliment in a way. You get back in this game, they need their top players here to step up.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
他真把我 Y 赛干掉了！嘿，不要闹啊！
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. A chance here to get a quick injury report. Now David Aldridge has an update for us on Hassan Whiteside. What's the news?
Well, guys, I was able to
你连上篮都不会进，你打什么 NBA 啊？
about his status.
哎，篮
Told
板
me that in his opinion, the injury does not appear to be too serious. Season is still very young, but that is bad news to get at any point of the year. We'll see how the team responds without him, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Boy, you always hate to see anyone ever deal with any sort of injury.
And almost for
没人
every
守你
player,
啊，大
it's
哥！
inevitable. I mean, injuries are going to happen no matter how
哎
well
撞了
you
撞
take
了
care
撞
of
了，裁
yourself.
判！
And let's just hope the rehab process doesn't drag on any longer than it has to.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the
不大
finish?
对。
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside
好
and
了，
try
打
to
简
finish
单一点
against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Far too much penetration allowed, Greg, and that's really been the theme of the song so far here.
Now here's Jefferson. He's got 12. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jefferson's got 14 points for the game.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the
跑
difference
不
thus
出来，
far.
然后要3秒，都这样你不腻我都腻啦。
Hits the front of the rim and out. Pacers trail by 14.
我就是不让你进攻，这是个非常明智的抉择。
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6
你
seconds.
怎么好像一下就要背过？
Ellis dishes to Jefferson.
完了，我以为还会跳投。
The Lakers with the rebound.
最后一集啦
They！led the game at 1 point by 20. And after this game wraps
大
up,
哥
they're
我
off
相
to
信你
Atlanta
可
where
以
they'll
的。
take on the Hawks. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them.
Go 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 go！ 快快快！太慢了啦，没时间了，可恶！每次都这样。
Here's
我自己来。
One player simply trains it in at the buzzer.
谢谢你战术跑得那么差，我才可以想出来就
And
出
we
来。
welcome you back as we get going
这
here
我
in
还
the
才
fourth
真是
quarter.
挂
Final quarter
哎
of play can
没有啊？
change everything.
哎，真的受伤了。哇！哎，玩到取消，真的受伤了。裁判，这太过分了吧？
Lakers leading by 17, and on the court for the Lakers to start the
受伤
fourth.
前你还是可以再
Got
灌一
Chris
个吧。
Middleton. Whiteside is out there with Brook
你
Lopez. Then it's the
你有
chosen
受伤
one,
吗？
and it's Booker in at the shooting guard position.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service.
干嘛想趁我受伤打
delivery
我
at its
来呀？
From deep Miles, that falls. Great assist by
都受伤
Derek，
给你
Collison.
休息。
Collison's got 3 assists now in this one. And the Lakers
我的
call
外
time here.
赛受
Well,
伤
you know,
了，
C.J. Miles was drafted right out of high school back in
给你休
2005.
息休息。
Has over a decade in the league now and really in his prime as an NBA player. He's a quality swing man, can give you good minutes whether he's starting or coming off the bench.
Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Indiana. Victor Oladipo comes in for Lance Stevenson. And the
运太
Lakers
多了
also making a switch. Spencer Hawes is checked in for
我猜你会自己上，
Collison's shot is
这样还进。
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
Los Angeles leading by 14. And Miles swinging to the
Go,
power
go,
forward
go, go,
position
go.
defensively.
战术跑一个。
We saw that throughout last season as the Pacers guys look to go small from time to time.
And you know, the power forward
Yeah,
position,
谢谢
not
大
his
哥。
best position defensively. Guys, his defense has improved overall in recent years, but his metrics defensively suffered because he was, in many cases, overmatched from a size standpoint. Offensively, he's a streaky shooter who can get it going from the three-point line and take you off the bounce in the paint.
5 to shoot. Turner with the screen. Here's T.
篮板数完了，我卡位。
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Feeds to Booker with the shot. And that one comes up a bit short.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration.
哎，完了。
They get the rebound. Young.
是犯规。
87啊。At the free throw line here.
And you know, as good as Young can be in the open court, he doesn't quite carry over to his free throw shooting. It's been a nice game here for Young. He has 8 points and 2 steals as well.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
And you know, the Lakers going through a rough patch clearly, but make no mistake about it, they're still the league's glamour franchise. They've got the league's largest fan base both in the U.S. and globally.
Here's the chosen one. There's a screen. Lopez a screen. Here's Middleton. Defensive work there by Young.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And the Lakers with the story history, the second most championships in league history, trailing only the Boston Celtics.
And the Lakers run more recent. I mean, you think of the greats who've worn the 4 blue and gold. Probably the greatest assemblage of talent in the league.
Lakers leading by 16. Here's Ball. Here's Hawes.
表现一下，哎，这个霸气！你小心，你已经在交易名单里面了，这样也不会进。没跟到。捡这个垃圾板倒是蛮厉害的。算，慢慢来，打个落魄吧。
He kicks it to Lopez. Lets it go from 11. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 4th rebound in this one. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Excellent feed from DC, Darren Collison.
Here's the chosen one.
Over
3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
That is an elegant move to drop in the floater there, guys.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Whoa. Miles Turner, the 11th overall pick last season out of the University of Texas, only spent 1 season in college. But this guy very well could be a perennial all-star. The Pacers think they've gotten a steal. He was a 19-year-old rookie who showed he already understands how to hold his own at both ends of the floor.
Los Angeles leading by 16. And here's Booker from the arc. Pacers with the rebound. T's got 6 rebounds in the game. Inside, no stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That's on Brook Lopez.
Outstanding anticipation that time from Oladipo, seeing the floor extremely well and then zipping the pass over to the open man.
LA has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. And Turner was a fine.
Come on now, bring the thunder, rock that rim.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
And if you thought this game was over already, you're probably right.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it's staring us right in the face, and we've been around long enough to know when a game is over, and this one is in that category.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Los Angeles.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought that their overall shot selection was better.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And it always feels good to get that first win in the season series. Going head-to-head twice this year, this will put them up 1-0 so far against the Pacers.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for the chosen one. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Turner. Robinson comes in for Young. Lance Stevenson's checked in for Oladipo. And it's Ellis in for Darren Collison. And there's the 3-second violation. C.J. Miles, he's checked in
烂
for
死
two.
了！
C.J. Miles. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something that they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
And it's Stevenson missing.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
And what?
A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. And the Lakers lead by 19.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of serve.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This crowd was
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. Now we move on to our Jordan Player of the Game, the Chosen One. Let's get your opinion, Shaq.
Tell you what, he was not one of the guys the fans thought they would beat them. But that's exactly what happened. He went out there and played the best game of his life. And it's the #1 reason they're walking out of that building with a win.
His accuracy, wow. I was blown away by how consistent he was throughout this game. There's a part of you that thinks like, okay, another one and another one. It's going to be another one that goes in. And then you realize, you know what, it's just his night.
And that'll do it for the...
5个助攻，4个助攻。那今天就先到这里啦，谢谢大家，拜拜。